Hey, YouTube family. How you doing? This is Rhonda with Rhonda Loves Life. Thanks for joining me. All right, guys. I know it's been a couple of weeks, but it's starting to wind down for me. I am actually headed to France in just a couple of weeks for extended vacation, and I will be taking you guys with me. I will be going live quite a bit, so hang in there. I've been working on a project that's taken me a long time to finish. As you guys know, I'm self-employed, so I wish that I could make a decent living off of YouTube, but uh, as of right now, that's not an option. So from my mouth to God's ears, maybe that can change eventually. I don't know. But in the meantime, I have to keep plugging away. So that's why I've been away, but it's almost over. I will be taking you guys with me to France. I am going live quite often, so you guys can share the experience with me. Speaking of France, and speaking of the Queen of Trolls, Miss Candace Owens, yes. Candace Owens is being sued by the president of France, Emmanuel Macron, and his wife, Brigitte. And they are suing Candace for harassment and bullying, and I think they are right on the money. I think that they have to. How this case turned out, I don't know, but I can tell you that I think Candace deserves it. I think what she's doing is absolutely cruel. I think that making Brigitte, making her the butt of jokes and bringing her, bringing attention to, what if it is true that she is? I'm just curious. If she was born a male and now she's a transgendered female, what does it matter? She and her husband been together 18 years. They've been married 18 years. Now, what's more controversial, I think, is how they got together. Brigitte was 39 and Emmanuel was 15. Emmanuel Macron was 15 and Brigitte was his teacher. Now that would be more controversial, but the fact that they've been together married 18 years now, I don't know if that's much of a point. So the fact that she was born with a penis, I don't understand who cares. But this leads me to a question I got to ask Candace and you guys. I'm going to be honest. I wonder, Candace's husband is a whole billionaire. And my question is, out of all the women in the world he could have had, why would he choose Candace? Because because she's a great beauty? Well, we know that's not the case. I'd hate to see her with all that paint off her face. And then she take them hair pieces out of her hair. Because she can't grow her hair past her ears. And she take them clips out. She birthing babies every year. Gripping the Bible and family values shit. And then she turn around and she bullies a couple just because they're from France. We know the political implications behind it, guys. Come on. So my question is, why would Candace's husband choose her as a wife? He's a whole billionaire. He can have any woman. Sis Sydney Sweeney is in the news now. Beautiful Sydney Sweeney. He can have 20 of hers. Sydney Sweeney's. Why would he choose Candace Owens? She's not a great beauty. Could it be her intelligence? No, I don't think she's that bright. I just think she's a loudmouth. And like Dave Chappelle called her, she's an articulate idiot. That's all. And we know that Candace Owens, she can never debate a black female, because when Priscilla debated her on that Jubilee episode, when it was all of the feminists and Candace Owens, Candace Owens cowered. And had, Candace, because Candace Owens will never debate a black female, because we would get in that ass. Yes, we would. We'd get in that ass. Candace Owens, no, we're getting that ass. So, Candace Owens is being sued. I think she deserves it. I hope all of those millions of views, because there was a lot of interest, because troll activity draws clickbait. And the fact that Macron in France, this beautiful country, and this country that's cultured and allegedly, at least Paris is liberal, but Paris is not all of France. So, Paris is just a city, big city in France, but France is a whole country. But anyways, Candace it's red meat for that base. So her base, and they're drawn to it. But to me, I don't think it's a big deal. I think the biggest question to me is why did Candace's husband marry her? I wonder if Candace is in fact his beard. Just being honest with you. And there will be a troll eventually that will catch wind of what Candace Owens' husband, what his kinks are. All men have secrets, Candace. Candace Owens. All men have secrets. What's your husband's secret? What's his kink? Come on now. And Candace, we know there's hell and fury behind them doors because you go out raising hell every chance you can get. Ain't no love in your heart. This is all you just did. What you did to the Macron, these people, you were a non-motherfucking factor in their lives. And you decide to make them the topic so you decide to make them the topic of ridicule. That's not right. And what happened to morals and family values when it comes to that? That's a whole family. Now, are you saying because it's possible that Brigitte might be transgender, that they're not a family? I don't know. Maybe you can question how they got together. That would be a legitimate issue. But I think you got gays that get married. You have bisexuals that get married. You have men with kinks, like your husband maybe, allegedly. Candace. So instead of worrying about whether or not Brigitte's got a penis, was born with a penis, why don't you worry about what your husband's doing, Candace Owens? All right? All right, guys. Hope you get something from this video. I want to thank you for watching. This is a triple header, so check out my other two as well. I will be discussing Harry and Meghan. I told you guys 2 years ago that I gave them 5 years. We got 3 years left that they were going to go broke. So now Harry is trying to do these meetings with the king because he's trying to plug in any way that he can so they can get more content. So they can get more content for their tell-alls and their interviews because they need money. They need money. So I'm going to get into that later. So check out that video as well. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll chat with you soon. Love you. Ciao. Mwah.